Hi, I'm Amy, and I have a gentle 30-minute practice for you today. So this is accessible to anyone. I actually have a friend who is suffering with some arthritis in her knees. This would be a perfect practice for her. So what we're going to be doing, we're going to actually be on our backs the entire time. And the props you will need: a strap of some type. So either a yoga strap, a stretchy band is fine. You can even get a towel and kind of roll it up the long way. You can use that. A belt is another option. And then either a block, a yoga block. You can use a book, a dictionary, if you still have one around, something like that. Or you can use a rolled up towel. So let's get started on our backs. Just let your body get long on your mat. And let your body get heavy. We're just going to take the first few moments to just breathe. Close your eyes. Let your feet and your knees kind of rotate out to the sides. Reach your arms long. Palms can be up or down, whatever feels good here. And then notice the heaviness, the weight of the back of your head as it's pressing on your mat. Notice the weight of your upper back and your shoulders. Notice the weight of your hips. And then notice the weight of your legs all the way down to your heels. Just start to deepen your breath here. So as you inhale, just notice filling up your belly, right? Feel the expansion of your belly. And then as you exhale, just notice that contraction. So get all of the air out of your low belly. And do that again. Breathe in, low belly expands. Breathe out, empty that. Now this time we're going to expand the low belly and then the rib cage. So feel the ribs expanding out and then empty from the ribs, and then the low belly squeezes in. Good. Do that again. Inhale, low belly fills, ribs expand, and then empty ribs and low belly. Okay, now this time, fill up your low belly, fill up your ribs, and then bring the air all the way into your upper chest and hold. And then empty from your chest, your ribs, and your low belly. 3-part breathing. We're going to just do that one more time. Fill up your belly and your ribs all the way up to your upper chest. Hold, and then release that out, chest, ribs, and belly. Good, so take the next few moments here on your own to breathe. So anytime we use one of these yoga breathing techniques, it just calms the body down, it calms the nervous system down. And these breathing patterns can be used on and off of your mat. Good. 2 more breaths on your own. Good. Last one. Really breathe in, filling up the body with breath. And then slowly empty. Try to let it out of your nose. Good. Now on your next inhale, reach your arms overhead, point your toes. It's like a good morning stretch. So you're reaching long. Lower back lifts off of the mat. Good. Just stay here and stretch. And then bend your knees and pull them into your chest. Just rock side to side. Yeah, and then let your left leg go long. And we're just going to come into an easy supine twist to start. Take your right knee and just cross it over your body. Your right hip will lift up. And then you can reach your right arm long, palm down. You can bring it into goal post. And then just gently turn your head to the right. You can rest your left hand on the outside of your right thigh just for some extra weight. Feeling this twist from the belly. Good, and then go ahead and roll over onto your back. Hug your right knee in. Give it a really good squeeze. So maybe interlace your fingers here. Squeeze your right knee in towards your chest. And then let your right leg go long. And switching sides, hug your left knee in. And then right away, go ahead and cross it over, supine twist. Try to keep your shoulders heavy. And so if the left shoulder's lifting up, maybe just back off of the stretch a little bit. And same option with the left hand. It can go long or goal post. Gaze can be straight up to your ceiling or gently roll your head over to the left. And feeling a nice twist in the midline, nice twist in the belly. And twisting, good for spinal mobility here. And take one more breath in. And then roll back over onto your back. Keep your left knee in, interlace your hands here. Squeeze in. Good, take one more breath in. And then release that leg. Good, go ahead and grab onto your strap or your scarf, whatever you are using. And then you're just gonna place that on the sole of your right foot. Right, and then go ahead and lay your head and neck down. And then you have one side of the strap, one hand on either side of the strap. I'm going to give a nice pull just to add some resistance here. And then we're just pointing and flexing, but this is slow. It's working out the ankle here. Point and flex. One more time, point and flex. Now go ahead and circle your ankle. It doesn't matter which way. This is slow. And you're using the band or your scarf as resistance, so you're pulling on that. Just looking for some ankle stretching here. Keep going, just nice and slow with these circles, looking for the full range of the motion of your ankle joint. Good. Finish up that way and just go the other direction, maybe 3 circles that way. So pulling down on the strap to resist. Good, last circle that way. And then stopping at center. Now we're going to do some big leg circles here, working within our hip joint. So again, looking for that full range of motion. So let's first start by opening up the right leg to the right. So you can keep the right foot flexed, really open that up. And then very slowly sweep that leg down, keep the flex. Just sliding that leg down and around, so now it's straight. And then we're crossing it through the midline, but keeping your hips pretty heavy. Your right hip might lift just a bit. And then we're sweeping that up around back to 90. So getting the breath involved. It's an inhale as we open up. Think of this as a big circle. For the first half of the circle, it's a breath in. And then the second half of the circle as we cross through the midline, that's our exhale, bringing it all the way back up to center. Nice. We have 2 more this direction. Breathe in, open up. And then exhale, sweep it across. Keep your hips heavy. open up. Last one. And then sweep that around with your exhale. Squeeze your belly on the exhale. Keep your hips heavy. Good. Stay here. Take a breath in. This time, open your mouth. Empty your breath. Good. We have 4 circles the other way. So we're going to start by crossing the midline this time. And then sweep the leg down, straight down. Keep your foot flexed. Now we're opening up to the right. Use the band or your scarf as resistance. You can actually use it to help to lift that leg back to center. Good, let's get the breath involved. Breathing in as we cross the midline. And then using that exhale to bring the leg back around up to 90. Got 2 more this direction. Breathing in, sweep it around, press your heel away. And then bring that leg back up. Get your belly involved here. Last one, breathe in. And then sweep it around, breathe out. Good, stay right here. Inhale. Open your mouth, exhale. Now take both sides of your strap in your right hand. Your left hand is going to press down on your left hip. And then you're just opening up your right leg to the right. So nice and slow. That's why we've got the strap. It's helping us here to slow this down. Opening up to your degree. If you feel your left hip start to lift, then that's where you need to stop. So your left hand is on your left hip as a grounding measure, right? We're pressing down and then just opening up, feeling a really nice stretch on the inner thigh and the right leg. Hold there. Keep the flex in the foot. Hold. Just breathe. And every time you exhale, see if you can open up your right leg just a little bit more. Good. Breathe in. Breathe out. Last round of breath taken in. And this time as you exhale, try to let your leg fall open a little bit more. Yeah, and then slowly bring your leg back up to 90. Use your arm and the strap to help. And then catch both sides of the strap in your left hand. Reach your right arm long before we cross. Reach it out to the side, palm down. Now we're bringing that leg across the midline. Your right hip will lift. We're getting into the IT band here. The tendon that runs from your hip down to your knee on the outside of your leg. So you're going to feel a lot of sensation. And just let that leg fall. Maybe close your eyes, let gravity help. And again, same thing with every exhale. Try to let your leg fall a little bit more. So we are looking for a lot of sensation in the hip and the IT. Can have a little bit of a bend to your knee if it starts to be a little bit too much, right? And if you're feeling pain, just back off of the stretch. You can bring your leg up a little higher or just come out of the stretch altogether. Good. Okay, we have 2 breaths here. Breathe in. Maybe even closing your eyes. Exhale. Last round of breath. Take the in. And empty. Nice, very slowly. Bring your leg back up to 90. Remove the strap. Hug your knee into your chest. Maybe this time, go ahead and lift your head so you can bring in your forehead closer to your knee. Just hold here, squeeze. Press your low back down, squeeze your belly, think about navel to spine. Take 1 more breath. And then lower everything down. Reach your body long. Good. And then bring both legs up to 90. I'm going to do a little abdominal work here before we move to the other side. So straight up to 90, flex your feet. And then just lift your head and neck off of the mat. Your upper back will lift, and then reach your arms forward. Fingers are reaching forward, palms are facing each other. We're pulsing here from the low belly. So we're just pulsing here for 10. Press your low back down. 9, 8, 7, 6. Engage the muscles in your legs. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now let your legs go wide. Keep the flex. Press your palms together. Reach them through. We have 10 pulses here. 10. If this hurts your neck, hands can go behind your head. 8, 7, 6, like you're reaching for something. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release your head and neck to the mat. Hug your knees in and rock side to side. Nice work. Now we have the other side to do. So go ahead and grab your strap. Let your right leg go long. And then the strap goes on the ball of your left foot. One hand on either side of the strap. Leg comes straight up. You can have a little micro bend if that feels better. You're just going to start by pointing and flexing. So you're pulling down on the strap to add resistance. Point and flex. Point and flex. Nice and slow. Just 2 more. Got to really point and flex. Now we have those circles, so ankles, circles. And again, looking for that full range of motion, so take this slow. Right. Flex your foot as it comes back towards your face, and then point your toes as you circle away from your face. One more, circle this direction. And then stop center, go the other way. Good, so try to keep your legs still. Let the motion come from the ankle. Pull down on the strap. If you need a little more, pull down on that strap. One more circle this way. And then stopping center. All right. We have those big leg circles, those hip circles coming from the hip. So hip mobility, we're looking for full range of motion in our left hip. You have one hand on each side of the strap. We're going to start by inhaling and going out away from the body. And then sweeping that leg down. Once we get down there, then we start our exhales. We cross over the midline and come back up to center. Good. Again, breathe in, open up, sweep it down. It's a big circle. And then exhale. Squeeze your belly to stabilize your pelvis and your hips as you sweep the leg around. 2 more. Breathe in. And exhale, sweep it across. Try to make this last circle even bigger. So breathe in, open up. And then exhale, come on back up to 90. Stay here, breathe in. Open your mouth and exhale. We have 4 circles the other way. So now we're starting by crossing the midline. Same breath though. We're breathing in as we start the circle. And then exhale. Bring that leg out to the side. Sweep it around. Good. Breathe in, crossing over, reaching a little bit longer. And then sweep it around. Engage your belly. Keep the pelvis nice and stable. 2 more circles. Breathe in. Exhale. Let your exhale be audible, right? Last one. Breathe in. And exhale. Beautiful. Stay here. Breathe. Open your mouth. Empty. All right. Take both sides of the strap in your left hand. Take your right hand to your right hip just to keep it grounded. Flex your left foot and then start to open up to the left. Let it be slow. You've got the strap here to help. Looking for a stretch in your inner thigh and the groin, opening up here. And then once you get to your degree, just stay. Maybe close your eyes. Steady your breath. And again, just like we did on the other side, every time you exhale, try to release a little bit more. So we hold a lot of tension in our hips, so it's really good to stretch them out. Keeping them mobile. I always say they're the engine of our body. We really need our hips. Good, take one more breath here. And then as you exhale, try to let your leg fall just even a ½ inch. Yeah, and then slowly, very slowly, bring your leg back up to 90. And we're going to switch the grip. So the right hand now has both sides of the strap. Your left hand reaches out, palm is down. Press it down, press your left shoulder down, and then go ahead and cross this over your body, getting into the IT band. I know mine are tight, so I can feel this, even though I'm not going all the way down here. I can really feel the IT band. And again, I always find if you close your eyes and just send your breath into that space, right? Just imagine sending breath, sending energy right into your left hip, in the space between your hip and your knee. That's the sensation we're looking for. And again, if it's too much, bend your knee just a little bit, take some of the pressure off. Let your breath come nice and easy. Good, one more breath. As you exhale, let gravity take over, right? Drop just a little bit more. Feel that stretch. And then very slowly come back up to 90. Release the strap. Hug your left knee into your chest. And again, same thing. Maybe lift your head. Bring your forehead towards your knee. If you can reach the bottom of your foot, you can grab your foot. Press your low back down. Good. Breathe in. And breathe out. Good. Now go ahead and release your head and neck to the mat. Bend your feet, plant your feet, or bend your knees, plant your feet on the mat. And then lift your head and neck. This time elbows go east and west. We have a little more abdominal work here. So again, same thing. We're pressing the low back into the mat. Think about drawing your chest towards your knees. And we're pulsing here for 10, 9, 8, 7. Low back is heavy. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring your palms together. Reach them to the outside of your right knee. And then we're pulsing here just for 8. So it's 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Other side. This is it, guys. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and release that down. Bring your knees into your chest, rock side to side, massaging out your low back. Nice work. Okay, so now grab your block or your rolled up towel, and we're just going to place that underneath of our hips. So find a comfortable spot so it's the sacrum right above the tailbone. Right, and what we're going to do is lift the legs straight up to 90. So go ahead and do that. Make sure that the block is in the correct spot. And we're going to work a little bit here with our bandhas. So the Uddiyana Bandha in yoga is the whole core, right? And it's engagement of the whole core. And then the Mula Bandha is the pelvic floor. So what we're going to do is we're just going to open the legs and close the legs, but we're going to engage those bandhas. So on an inhale, we're opening up the legs, flex the feet. Okay, and then you're just letting the belly get soft, letting the pelvic floor relax. Now before you move the legs back up to 90, engage your belly, squeeze and lift your pelvic floor, and then bring the legs back up to 90 for 5, 4, nice and slow, 3, 2, and 1. Nice. Now inhale, we're going to move this with our breath. Inhale, open up, release everything. And then squeeze your belly, squeeze your pelvic floor. Exhale, bring your heels back together. Good. Open up, breathe in. Relax the belly, relax the pelvic floor. And then squeeze everything as you exhale, bringing legs back to 90. We have 3 more. So inhale, open up. Exhale, squeeze your belly, squeeze your pelvic floor. 2 more, open. And then squeeze. Think about drawing your legs through mud. Last one, open it up. This time hold. Don't hold your breath though. Right, just hold this open. A little micro bend to your knees. Good, now squeeze your belly, engage your core. Squeeze and lift your pelvic floor. We're going to slowly bring the heels back together for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very nice. Hug your knees in. Just a little quick squeeze. Keep the block or your towel under your hips. And then let your left leg go long. So we're going to work on the psoas muscle here. And it connects the lumbar spine to the front of your hips. So kind of winds through your pelvis and connects in the front. It's a little bit of a difficult muscle to stretch, but having hips up on a block or a towel helps us to access that muscle. So you're hugging the right knee in and actually working the left side of the left psoas. So hug the knee in, right? And you should start to feel a stretch in the front of your left hip. That's what we're looking for. If you're not really feeling that, hug your right knee in a little bit more. And then maybe extend your left toes. Really point your toes and engage the muscles in your left leg. That should really light up the psoas, the front of your left hip. And we're just staying here and holding. So just breathe. Maybe close your eyes, right? But point your left toes. Try to extend your left leg a little bit longer. And then hug your right knee in just a little bit more. Good. Just one more breath here. One more. Stay and breathe out, nice and easy. And then very slowly go ahead and release that and switch sides. So the right leg is going long. The left knee comes into your chest. So start, just interlace your fingers. Start to hug your left knee in. You're going to start to feel the front of your right hip. And that's the stretch we're looking for. If you need more, remember, hug the knee in a little more. Point the right toes. Try to extend the right leg longer. Feel that stretch. So it's a really important muscle to stretch. It's a difficult one to access. Close your eyes, breathe. Try to get into the front of your right hip just a little bit more, stretching long. Good, take one more breath. And as you exhale, try to point your right toes a little more. Try to hug your left knee in just a little bit more. And then release. Very nice. So you can keep the block or the towel underneath of your hips. If you have a block and you want to turn it to the second highest side, you can do that. We're just coming into a supported bridge. Just feels really nice on our back. So go ahead and just elevate your hips, plant your feet on the mat. Your shins should be perpendicular to your mat. Let your shoulders get heavy. Let your forearms and your palms rest on the mat. Again, if you want to close your eyes down, we're just staying right here and breathing. Just a little bit of an inversion, right? Our hips are above our heart. Just a couple breaths here. Excuse me. Good, and if this serves you well and you want to stay here, go ahead and do that. Otherwise, we're going to remove the block. We're going to lower our hips down, coming into Supta Baddha, butterfly legs, but we're not getting real comfy here. We're going to do some lifts. So by having the knees out wide, we're strengthening the muscles that tend to weaken when we sit a lot, and a lot of us tend to do a little more sitting these days because we're home more, in front of our computers. Maybe you're working from home. So this is a really nice exercise to do to strengthen those muscles. So either stay in your supported bridge or lower down, coming into butterfly legs. Press the soles of your feet together. And then press the outer edges of your feet, the pinky side edges of your feet, down towards the mat as you lift your hips up. Good, and just squeeze your glutes here. Yeah, and then lower down nice and slow. I'm going to move with breath. So squeeze up, lift, inhale. And then as you exhale, lower down. Think about curling your tailbone under just a little bit and then lower down. Good. Breathe in, squeeze, lift. And then lower down. Think about your upper back touching the mat first and then your hips. Give me 3 more. So lift up, squeeze. Try to get a little higher this time. And then lower down with your exhale. 2 more. Lift up, squeeze. Lower down. Last one. Lift it up and hold. So think about broadening your upper back. Your back is supporting you here. And then pressing down with the pinkies. At the same time, squeeze the soles of your feet together. Really squeeze and then lift your glutes a little higher. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. Very nice. Let your feet go wide. And then just let your knees rock from side to side. Just releasing anything, any tension. All right, we are going to come into a figure 4 stretch. So cross your right ankle over your left knee. Grab a hold of the back of your left thigh. You can interlace your hands there. And then just hug your left knee in toward your chest. At the same time, use your right elbow to press your right thigh away. Just getting into the hips. One more stretch for the hips before we finish up. And you can even rock side to side a little bit, looking for any tight spots. Yeah, and then go ahead and switch. Grab onto the back of your right thigh, interlace your hands. Pull your right knee in towards your chest. Use your left elbow to press your left thigh away. You should feel some sensation here in your left hip. If you're not, just kind of roll a little bit side to side. Maybe pull your right knee in a little bit more. Good. All right. Waterfall. So arms and legs go up towards the sky, but we're letting this be soft. So let your fingers be soft. Have a little bend to your knees. Your shoulder blades are pressing into the mat. And your feet are just sort of hanging out there. Close your eyes. Let your body get soft and heavy. Feel your shoulders, your back, and your hips melting down onto the mat. Just an easy inversion. Go ahead, take one more inhale here, just one more. And then as you breathe out, get even heavier in your shoulders. And then go ahead and hug your knees into your chest. Rock side to side. One more little massage for the lower back. And then let your left leg go long. One more twist before we end. Cross over, supine twist. Notice how this might feel different, should feel different than the twist we did at the very beginning of class. Maybe you can even twist a little bit deeper. Everything should feel stretched. And then go ahead and switch sides. Left knee comes up and over. Keep your left shoulder heavy. Good, and then roll back onto your back. Get cozy, so if you've got socks, if you have a blanket or a sweater that you want to put on, we're just going to melt into a quick Shavasana. So when you're ready, just let your body get long on your mat. Right back where we started. Let the toes and the knees kind of rotate out to the sides. This time, let your palms be facing up. Close your eyes. Shavasana. welcome to stay right as you are. Or go ahead and wiggle your fingers and your toes. And very slowly make your way up to a seat. Keep your eyes soft and heavy. Bring your palms together at your heart center. Let's take a breath in together, and as you breathe in, lengthen your spine. Think about the top of your head reaching up towards your ceiling. And then open your mouth and exhale here. Now one more time. Breathe in, full breath. Open your mouth, let it go. Bring your thumb knuckles to the middle of your forehead. The light in me is so grateful for the light in each of you. Together we bow and say, Namaste. Thank you. Have a great day.